Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Oilers and the San Francisco 49ers. Here to his running back. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray throwing on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Come on, D.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Protein spill.
On third down, Herbert taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Yeah, this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Murray. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And some room to run now. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
56. Yeah. You don't want none. Watch safety screen. Watch safety screen. Safety screen.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Here comes Pettis on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
218, chop it. Bang, 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 bang. Slam, slam. Leo. Hey, wahoo. Hit it.
To throw again. Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 11-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Oh, fancy running by Murray. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right, and got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Andy Isabella, 85 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On first down, here's Breida. Oh, look at the juke. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
44, Mike, 44. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll look to run with Connor. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Hey, Charlie. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
They run forward with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Forced out to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go. Set. This is Pittsburgh. 59. Pick me up. Here we go. Go. Hustle. 59. Put it to jet cover.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Murray now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the Niners' 23-yard line.
Mike, check. 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 3. Gets this one to use check. Call it a gain of 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. 44, Mike, 44. I'm coming for you, son. Slam, slam, slam. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Off-play action. Herbert, he's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Out, 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 out. Let's go.
This is Breida. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We won.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Greystone, travel. Bravo. Go.
On 4th down, Herbert. And this is caught. He hits more. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Ready to break. Mike Pilot, 64, weak. Not today.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Let's go. Defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got? Hey. Motion, check. Shift. Cut.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Come on, set. Put your line. All day, defense, all day.
And again this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Don't be scared of it. Watch quick.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to throw. Herbert taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Ready? They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Breida. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd and 15.
Here we go. 15 lining. 15 line.
That's the way.
80 weapon.
Check it out, Reed. Check. Check. Check.
Bam.
Check 49. Check 49.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Kill.
Topper. Buzz.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Got you, boy.
Hustle.
From the gun, Herbert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
43's the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Check 9.
Protein spill.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Had a good move, but only able to work it to the 20-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. I'm coming after you. Joker. Hey, watch this.
Off play action. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Troy Apke. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be... Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
On the young season, and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss will move them back to... And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.